Morning. I specifically don't say good morning because I only slept for like 1.5 hours. It's extremely cold. We're headed towards Venice today. We're thinking about skipping today's stage and drive there with a train just because it's cheaper taking the train than sleeping on a campground or in an apartment or something. And we would have to sleep one more night before arriving there, so it just makes sense. And since it's very cold, we will probably do that. I couldn't sleep because I was just tossing and thinking about how we should continue this trip since it's autumn. We have to face it. It's very cold. I'm a bit surprised because last September, for example, and also the September before, it was warm in Germany. I could still walk around in t-shirts, and now it's just very cold and it came all out of a sudden. People are walking around with their winter jacket and everything, and it just kills the whole vibe, you know. It's sad because this trip is coming to an end very suddenly, very abrupt, and I didn't prepare for that at all. I thought we would have 3 more weeks, and we actually debated about taking the train from Venice back home in 3 days, just because there's supposed to be lots of rain, and driving through Austria means high prices for everything, literally. Campground, I looked it up, those that are open charge between 35 at minimum, but rather like 50 to 65 euros a night for a tent. Like, 2 people in a tent. But what? No, I'm not spending 60 euros a night for sleeping in a tent. You know, it's cold. Yeah, but anyways, I'm rambling. We'll get going. It's like 6:50 or something, or 7 p.m. Flat tire number 2, the same wheel again. Very likely that we drive less than 50 kilometers on this trip before getting home, you know. Now there's to be another flat tire. Das ist das Einzige, was ich von... Oh, you guys. We've been trying to organize a way of going back to Munich with the bikes in a train, but it's so difficult. We decided to go home because it's so cold. We're so close to home. I mean, it's 400 kilometers or so. It's an Austrian train that leaves in Italy and ends in Germany. So the 3 countries all sell tickets, but to different prices and with different options. So we've been trying to get a ticket here in Italy, but they don't sell the tickets here. You only can get it at certain stations in the country, and online doesn't work, and you can't book the bike pass as well. And then we've been calling the Deutsche Bahn in Germany, but they say you can only do that in person in an actual shop. Obviously, we're not in Germany, so we cannot buy that. And Austria says the train is sold out. Well, interesting, but yeah. So we're now headed towards Venice, and then in Venice we will try to get a ticket. Fingers crossed. We've carried the bikes up and down steps like these. Like here. There's an elevator, but it's way too small for bikes. Amazing. Now we're waiting for a second train to Venezia. After the flat tire of this morning, we got the tickets. The ticket says it's just for this train on this day. We went with the ticket on the train. Schaffner came and said, yeah, if you didn't validate it before, it's 75 euros per ticket fine. We had 4 tickets, 2 for us, 2 for the bikes. We had to pay. I'm so angry and sad. I mean, if you ever want to spend a lot of money on nothing, it's not like the tickets were cheap. What a great way of ending this trip. I kid you not, this is Amazon Prime. No joke, it's Amazon. Walking through Venice. That's an amazing end to this weird day. We managed to book a ticket back home, guys. It was a hustle of, I think in total we spent like 3 hours. Now we're enjoying the sunset. Good morning. One of our last mornings in the tent. It's too cold to drink the coffee outside, so cheers. What do we see here, Alex?
Mocha pot.
Why is there suddenly a mocha pot in our equipment bag?
Because I bought it. Ich habe nämlich mit offenem Deckel das gemacht und weil kein Kaffee drin war, ist das Wasser so rausgeschossen. Und dann machst du dir einen ab. Ich habe mich fast verbrüht.
Morning, guys. We are going home today. I can't believe I'm saying this. It feels weird, honestly. We've had our last cappuccino and a croissant. And now we're waiting for our train, right? I'm sad. Very sad. And it feels very unreal. I can't believe I'm going home. If I'm thinking about I'll be home in like 8 hours or so. That's so weird. There's no space for the bikes. Made it. Back in Munich, and since it's still the Oktoberfest, the first thing we see is drunk people in their Tracht walking around the central station or the train station. And there was another really friendly guy who helped us find the exit, so thank you. The feeling is insane riding through Munich now. And honestly, the first thing we saw when we stepped out of the train was people in their Lederhosen. Totally wasted. was like a cliche out of a movie, you know?